A day in the life of a fool, a sad and a long, lonely day. I walk the avenue and hope I'll run into the welcome sight of you coming my way. I stop just across from your door, but you're never home anymore. So back to my room, and there in the gloom I cry tears of goodbye. I walk the avenue and hope I'll run into the welcome sight of you coming my way. I stop just across from your door, but you're never home anymore. So back to my room, and there in the gloom I cry tears of goodbye. Till you come back to me, that's the way it will be every day in the life of a fool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for doing that song, Michael. I love that song.
Bob.
I love all the songs in tonight's show. I'm so excited about tonight's show because we're celebrating a lyricist who wrote the lyrics to all these songs, but he wrote with the most melodic songs. These are songwriters that were French and Italian, Portuguese, I think. There's incredible melodies, and he wrote the English translation to those. And a bunch of other songs that he collaborated with other people. And what would you say, Michael? He wrote 800
Carl
songs.
Sigmund is his name, and he wrote 800 songs in a lifetime. And he started writing in the 30s, and he went all the way through to the year 2000. He died in 2000 in California. His last, I think one of the few last things he wrote was like he adapted one of his songs to be a commercial for the 2000 Olympics. So, you know, he was very prolific. He grew up in New York. His mother gave him an ultimatum. You know, he's a Jewish mother who said, I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer. And he's like, he couldn't stand the sight of blood, so he decided to be a lawyer, and he went to law school. But Bobby never went into law. He never did anything with law because he ran into Johnny Mercer, who told him he had the talent to be a songwriter. And so he wrote his first song with Johnny Mercer, which was, God, what was the name of it? I didn't write it down, so it's going to escape my mind.
And that's interesting because Johnny Mercer was mostly a lyricist also.
Exactly. So it's kind of nice that he was, you know, encouraging him, right, to become a lyricist when it was already his. It was called Just Remember.
Just Remember.
Ironically, I didn't. Anyway.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And anyway, Johnny Mercer encouraged him, and so he became a songwriter. And then he started having hit after hit. He was drafted into the Army. And he actually wrote a theme song for the Army to use to sell war bonds. And then when he got out, his first big hit was Pennsylvania 65000 for the Glenn Miller Orchestra, and his career just shot from that. It went crazy after that.
It's since the songs in tonight's show are amazing. These are all the songs that were in my first pop books that I got when I was taking piano lessons in the late 60s. And so they were songs from the 50s and 60s, and I think even pretty much 50s and 60s. But I counted, like, when I narrowed down a list to do this show, I counted 17 of his top songs. We're actually going to squeeze in somehow like 14 of them. We're going to just flip through tonight.
Well,
Anyway.
he wrote original lyrics for, like you said, a lot of foreign music, right? A lot of things were written in other countries, and he adapted the English lyrics. But he also wrote original lyrics for Peter DeRose, Bob Hilliard, Bob Russell, Duke Ellington, and others. I mean, he repurposed these other melodies, but he really made them uniquely American, I think. He also wrote one Broadway musical. It was a review show called Angel in the Wings, and that show gave the big break to one particular performer, Elaine Stritch.
Oh, that's right.
And do you remember the song that she sang in that show? She did it in
She did
Atlanta
do it
Liberty.
in
She
her,
did.
her show. What was it called?
It's called Civilization,
Yeah.
but the subtitle is Bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo. Yeah. But that show that he wrote, which is at, I believe, it's now the Alvin Theater, I think, the Coronet. And it ran for a year, or it ran for longer than a year. So his one show was a hit, but then he was off to Hollywood, and he wrote a lot of songs for Hollywood. And, we'll get to some of those.
Well, when I
tonight in the
saw
show.
that this song, I was going to play some of the songs just as piano solos, trying to get in all these songs. And then I thought, but wait, he wrote the lyrics, so I want you to hear the lyrics. So you all know this one. And Michael, I've never heard you sing an Italian song before.
And this is not an Italian.
It's not, I know, it's American Italian.
I know,
It's an American song.
I have so many notes in front of me, so give me a second.
But listen, when I have a lot of Italians in a room, they love when I play this song.
I bet they do.
Let me know when you're ready. Just give me that look.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. That's all you're giving me for an introduction? Normally you do a long bobbing introduction.
All right.
Arrivederci Roma. Goodbye, goodbye to Rome. City of a million moonlight places, city of a million warm embraces, where I found the one of all the faces, far from home. Arrivederci Roma. It's time for us to part. Save the wedding bells for my returning. Keep my lover's arm outstretched and yearning. Please be sure the flame of love keeps burning in her heart. City of a million moonlight places, city of a million warm embraces, where I found the one of all the faces, far from home. Arrivederci Roma. It's time for us to part. Save the wedding bells for my returning. Keep my lover's arms outstretched and yearning. Please be sure to flame of love keeps burning in her heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't just going to play that as instrumental. That's too cute.
That's
anyway.
true. It is cute. It is cute.
So-
1954.
I want to thank my friend Linda Jean who suggested I do this show. It started from a conversation at the bar at Moonstruck back in October when we were talking about, she had just seen my Harry Warren show, and she said, how come you didn't do a show on Carl Sigmund? And I looked it up and I went, oh, because I didn't know the name. I didn't recognize the name. I'm like, seen it on my music. And so many people when we did our Harry Warren show, and performers, singers were saying, I had no idea that all these songs I knew were Harry Warren. And so I felt that she had the right idea. We needed to celebrate these songs
I don't
tonight
think
too.
I've sang any of these songs before tonight.
But you've heard them your whole life, right?
Well, you hear them, but
So-
it's like you hear them in the elevator.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That doesn't sound. They're in the background. You mean they were always
are.
always on
They
in the
absolutely are,
background
yes.
somewhere. Don't say they're elevator
Well,
music.
everything's an elevator anymore.
Anyway, I'm going to move right on to the next song because we have a lot of songs to cover tonight.
We do.
We have back, finally, we've got Rachel Wifall back from Jersey City. And she's doing a wonderful song that a lot of you know from Frank Sinatra too, but probably most of you know from Linda Ronstadt doing it on her wonderful album with Nelson Riddle. So here she is, Rachel Wifall.
I say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains if he wants them out of the way. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love I say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire as he wants it, so it will be. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now, the impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I'll care forever if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love am I. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now, the impossible will take a little while. Say I'll care forever, and I'll care forever if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy he calls me, sure I'm crazy, crazy in love am I.
So great to have you back, Rachel. Yeah, that's the joy of like still being able to do our virtual stuff. Some of the people that can't get in to be with us can still appear with us, and it was fun making that song with you, Rachel. I had never played it before.
It's a beautiful song, and it is a popular song. It gives proof of how Carl Sigmund broke through to several different artists, right? I mean, so his songs, you'll hear versions by Frank Sinatra, Louis Prima, Herb Alpert,
Oh, Dean Martin,
Sonny and Cher,
Sonny and Cher,
Danny
Shirley
Kaye,
Bassey,
Andrew Sisters,
Elvis.
Vic Damone, Tony Bennett, Nat King Cole, Natalie Cole. Yeah, I mean, all these people sang his songs.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hi to some people real quick, and then we're gonna bring up our next live singer. Hi, Jack Putnick, and hi. I was just gonna say hi to somebody. Oh, anyway, Bill Tomer. That's right.
Bill Tomer.
And Karen Clayton and Warren Shine. Gotta get it. Wait, did we get Warren in here? I forget.
We did once.
We did finally get Warren.
One
in.
time.
Yes. All right, Warren. You're
Time
due
to come
again.
back.
Phil Zipkin's going to be on our show on March 29th.
He is.
So hi, Phil. Good to see you. Jimmy Two Canes is out there, and it was good to see you last night. It was already last night. Jimmy and Karen Clayton, I saw you too. And Michelle Mercado and Frank and Patricia from South Jersey. I'm going to see you a week from Sunday and at the Claridge. Penny Katz, Judy Jones, Dottie Rudnick, Dennis and Sandy, Jane Arthur, who's often on our show, Linda Kaplan, Cousin Patty down in Florida, Bill Souter, Marjorie, Aileen O'Neill Stahl, and Vinny. These are all your songs, Aileen and Ed McLaughlin. These are all your kind of songs. You too, Warren Shine. These are all your songs too. And Jim McNichols and Dan and Dee, from my friends from Whitehorse Village. Hi, Sister Kathleen, and Marianne and Eileen, and Renee Schwartz and Brian Kaufman, and Julian Ken, and Lorelei, and Andrea, David Rickle, Mary Helen Morristown, Tyler, Texas, Bennett Lee, and Michael Analoff, Tony Vergeri, and Jack Putnick, and I think I got everybody.
Well, there's so many more
Oh,
people.
Vincent from Chicago. I just knocked over
Yes,
everything.
I know. Did you say Ron Silver? He's out there.
Ron Silver.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes, and I did see that Joanne
Your
was out there
sister's
too.
out there, Kathleen and Peggy, Peg Notright, and you said Jane Arthur. So many people. Pam Jorgensen. Hi, Pam Jorgensen. And Penny Katz.
And Penny Katz. Yeah, got them all.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to move along because I have a singer in waiting. We have Ernest Torres here live with us in the studio.
Ernest! Hey,
Hi,
Ernest.
Hi.
Don't forget, when you speak, you have to swallow the microphone.
You're going to sing one of my favorite schmaltzy songs from playing piano when I was taking piano lessons. I used to wear this one out on the piano.
Well, I just want to say, Ernest is in a talent thing. It's soon, isn't it?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow night at the New Hope Winery, I believe, and
Yes.
it's Buck's Fever. I've seen Ernest's face on all the ads. I'm like, look, it's Ernest.
We know him.
We know him. He is the face of Buck's Fever. You are Buck's Fever.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But you're singing a song, so that why did you love this song? I'm curious.
It just has so much feeling to it, and it's just a very beautiful, the lyrics are just absolutely beautiful.
Well, I'm going to leave you with Ernest Torres.
1953 song. I love this song.
First the tide rushes in, plants a kiss on the shore, then rolls out to sea, and the sea is very still once more. So I rush to your side like the oncoming tide, with one burning thought, will your arms open wide? At last we're face to face, and as we kiss to an embrace, I can tell, I can feel you are love, you are really mine. In the rain, in the dark, in the sun, like the tide at its ebb, I'm at peace in the web of your arms. face to face, and as we kiss to an embrace, I can tell, I can feel you are love, you are real. In the dark, in the sun, like the tide at its ebb, I'm at peace in the web of your
Ernest Torres.
Nice, Ernest.
Thank you.
What a melody.
Ebb
Beautiful,
Tide.
beautiful melody. Hi, Ernest. I'll be back in a little bit.
Thank you, Ernest.
Thank you.
Before we move on, since my sister's out there, I do want to mention to you that Sunday it happened. We finally we went to see The Lion King. Yes, Bob saw The Lion King for the first time. It was really good. I really loved it. It's like amazing. I didn't even know, I remember turning to my niece. Well, I won't say anything in case anyone didn't see it, but I remember saying something to her, like, "Oh, that's so sad. I didn't know that was going to happen." She goes, "Duh."
I know. You
Like,
were,
yeah,
You're
Uncle
the only
Rob.
one. You turned to me at one point and said, "I didn't know this story." I'm like, "How?"
I
could
really
you
did not know this
It's
story.
been, like The Lion King came out like 30 years ago. The
25 and a half
20
years ago.
for the animated one. I'm saying the animation was like 30 years, and then
Oh, the animated
this is
one,
like
yeah.
25 and a half, and it's like, good lord. It was
All I
so
know is
funny.
I want to get a puppy and name it Simba.
You just want a puppy.
Then there's that too.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to move along so we actually, I realized, I guess, because Crazy He Calls Us I think Frank Sinatra covered that too. And we have another Frank Sinatra song later. So actually that's 3 Sinatra songs in the show that I don't think have ever been on the show ever. So we're going to move along with the king of Sinatra. Mr. Ed McLaughlin is with us from North Carolina, and he'll tell you all about this wonderful song.
Hi, Bob, thanks for having me back on the virtual piano bar. You know, I think this song that we're going to do is really one of his finest. It was a collaboration with Jimmy Van Heusen, who happens to be one of my favorites. And I'm not going to be able to drive up, unfortunately, as you can tell from my surroundings. I'm going to have to do this from Charlotte, North Carolina. So here we go. Hope you enjoy it. I could have told you she'd hurt you. She'd love you a while, then desert you. If only you asked, I could have told you so. I could have saved you some crying. I could have told you she's lying, but you were in love and didn't want to know. I hear her now as I toss and turn and try to sleep. I hear her now making promises she'll never keep, and soon it's over and done with. She'll find someone new to have fun with. Through all of my tears, I could have told you so. Yes, I could have told you she's lying, but you were in love and didn't want to know. I hear her now as I toss and turn and try to sleep. I hear her now making promises she'll never keep, and soon it's over and done with. She'll find someone new to have fun with. Through all of my tears, I could have told you so. Told you.
And I think a lot of people knew that song too.
That was great. You know where he is right now, Bob?
Yeah, he's on a boat somewhere, right?
He's on a boat in the Charleston Bay, watching the show.
Watching the show.
Watching
no
the
less.
show from a boat.
See, I said, I mean, Ed, I said, did you have something better to do tonight? The truth is, yes, you did. I'd be on a
But
boat
I'm sure
too.
the weather's better down there too. So.
Yeah, it's got cold out here
It got
tonight.
cold tonight.
Very
I know.
cold.
All winter, we're like, yeah, winter. Pfft.
Hi, Kevin Presley. Good to see you out there. And TJ is
TJ.
watching us from Florida. And Dawn McMahon. Good to see you. We want you back on the show too, Dawn. Anyway, thanks again, Ed. Love that song. Love doing that with you. And we're going to move on. This is another Sinatra song. And
We added the show tonight because I said, I really like this song.
this was literally a last-minute choice.
Last minute edition, and because it is such a popular song. We just heard it on the radio. I was driving to a dinner in New Jersey. Bob says, turn on the radio. And I turned on the radio and on Sirius, and they were playing the song. He goes, you know who wrote that? Carl Sigmund.
And
So
that's-
I'm like, well, we should do it. We should do it.
So Ed, I know, is going to be happy when he hears this too, because he has no idea we're going to do this song.
Over, I keep going over the world we knew once when you walked beside me. That inconceivable, that unbelievable world we knew when we two were in love. And every bright neon sign turned into stars, and the sun and the moon seemed to be ours. Each road that we took turned into gold, but the dream was too much for you to hold. Now over, I keep going over the world we knew. Days when you need to love me. And every bright neon sign turned into stars, and the sun and the moon seemed to be ours. Each road that we took turned into gold, but the dream was too much for you to hold. Now over and over, I keep going over the world we knew when we used to love me. Over and over, we keep going over the world we
Michael. New song for you.
New song, yeah. It's a 2-octave range. That's a little range.
It's exactly 2 octaves. A big range in that song. I love that how that last chord ends on a minor, then it changes to the major. I remember hearing that from the Sinatra recording.
I would say that Carl Sigmund, though, if you listen to these lyrics, he was a romantic.
Yeah, right?
Everything he did is about love or lost love or unrequited love. Of course, it goes back to our thing about every song being about love, but there's a certain passion to what he's writing, and I think that's why these songs land so well, because he's very passionate about his views on love. They're not like, it's not June and moon, paper moons and stuff like that. It's about loss. It's about how meaningful love is to him. So I think it shows up.
Well, some of the songs we spared you of tonight, since it is March, we're not going to do It's a Marshmallow World that we live in.
Yeah.
Marshmallow World, we're not doing tonight.
We're not doing that.
And Michael's favorite, well, actually, you did like it when you heard Ray Charles sing it. My
Heart cries for you. Yeah, it's pretty.
My Heart Cries for You is another big one. And Pennsylvania 65000 we talked about. And Enjoy Yourself and is a great one. And I think I'll do a little piano thing on these 2 songs, and maybe you'll join me on the second one, Michael. What do you think? Yeah, you will.
Oh, piano solo for Bob. Yes, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Everybody asked for piano solo, so here we go. Bob Egan.
Michael, it's on the script.
I know. When do I follow a script?
Anyway, this was in that book of top hits from it was in my pop book that I had in 1968. But anyway, it's called Shangri-La.
Bob Egan. Deserts the sky, till all the seas run dry. Till then I'll worship you, till the tropic sun grows cold, till this young world grows old. My darling, I'll adore you, till all my reason to live, all I own I will give, just to have you adore me, till the rivers flow upstream, till lovers cease to dream, then till I'm yours, be mine.
Beautiful song.
It's a pretty song.
I know, right?
I didn't really know that one until
Yeah,
tonight.
that
so
one you
it's
didn't
good.
know until I told you all about it.
No.
Before we bring up our next singer, who's going to do a Helen Reddy. So actually, Helen Reddy and Celia Black both had a hit from one of Carl's songs.
Right.
And before we bring up Leslie to sing that, I want to thank you all for supporting our show all along. I really appreciate it. Venmo, PayPal, every way that you contribute to keep our show going has been incredibly helpful because you, each and every one of you, are our little angels to support the show. And thank you everybody who's been so supportive from day one, like George and Donna and Judy and Andy and Marianne and Ruth and Dan and Dee and James and the Jekyls and Sylvia and Happy and Sam and Ted and Kathy and Rose and Joan, Patricia, Marjorie, everybody. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We're going to keep it going and going. So without further ado, I get to say it once a show.
There you go.
Leslie Perkel.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to be back doing this Helen Reddy song for you tonight. I hope you enjoy it. You're my world, you are my night and day. You're my world, you're every breath I take. Other eyes see the stars up in the sky, but for me they shine within your eyes as the trees reach for the sun above. So my arms reach out to you, my love, with your hand resting in mine. I feel a power so divine. You're my world, you are my night and day. You're my world, you're every breath I take. If the world ceases to be, then it's the end of my world for me. Other eyes see the stars up in the sky, but for me they shine within your eyes as the trees reach for the sun above. So my arms reach out to you, my love, with your hand resting in mine. I feel a power so divine. You're my world, you are my night and day. You're my world, you're every prayer I pray. If the world ceases to be, then it's the end of my world, the end of my world, end of my world for me.
Leslie!
Nice, Leslie.
You just nailed that, Leslie. That was amazing. Love that song, and I'm so glad you picked that. And good video, too. You got your lighting right, you know. It's funny when you think back, Michael, at almost 3 years ago at starting the show, and do I turn the camera this way, that way?
And do you remember with Leslie in particular, she had she was doing a front-facing video instead of the back, and she had a piece of plastic protection on her
Oh, yes.
screen. And I kept saying, Leslie, I don't understand why your videos.
She couldn't understand why
it looks like there's Vaseline on the lens, and you don't need it. You're so gorgeous.
There's the
And she's like, I don't know. And then finally occurred to us that she had a dirty screen.
It's so funny. It took like the whole first year for everybody to learn how to make their videos, the video production. So we got this down. But I think one of my favorite funny ones was Ashley wanted to do a song, and it was in the first month that we did it. He wanted to do a song for his mom for Mother's Day.
Yes.
And he stood in a window with a bright light behind him.
That,
So all you saw was the shadow of Ashley with the white light. I said, I think we need a retake.
yeah, his mother was like 90 at the time.
It was not
a
going
good
to
idea.
be good at the time to do that.
Go into the light.
I'll tell you about some of the upcoming shows that we have. We are actually, I'm already talking about the from here till the end of April, and the next show after that will be our 3rd year anniversary show.
Really?
when
Is that going to be?
I don't have May dates yet.
Oh.
It's whatever the
But is it
Wednesday
May?
is after
What
April
was-
26th.
What was the first
May
show?
3rd. May 3rd. So it's possible that the first Wednesday in May could be May 3rd. Anyway, next week we are doing part 1 of 2 parts of the music of Stephen Sondheim. And I believe all live show for everybody here for both Sondheim shows. So that's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work for me. And then we have 2 variety shows in a row on March 29th and April 5th.
All new.
All new that you're gonna you can't miss. Got to see them. And April 12th, we're going to celebrate the music of Burt Bacharach. And we are going to celebrate on April 19th the music of Elvis Presley.
Right.
And then on April 26th, we have our wheel show number 3.
Yes.
So it's going to be a different one than the ones before.
Slightly different.
But we have a great cast,
Yes.
a lot of the usual suspects, and then some. But it's going to be a lot of fun on April 26th.
Yes, you're rounding up the usual suspects. And May 3rd is a Wednesday, by the way.
So what do you know? Our actual 3rd year anniversary is on a Wednesday.
Because we started on a Sunday, if you remember.
So I would say we'll run out the Bucks County Playhouse and have the show there, but I think we should have it right here where it all started.
Yeah, we will. Maybe we should redo this all the songs we did the first show.
With different singers singing them?
Maybe.
Or have the singers
Or
who
the
sang them
same
sing
thing.
them live?
We'll see. Live, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Think about it.
All righty, there you go. That may be what you know what? It was a good group of songs. So
It was a great group of songs.
That's
and the fact that everybody's still with us too, which is wonderful, right?
yeah, that is
For
true.
sure, yeah.
You know, we have lost a few singers over there.
We
Oh,
have.
and before I do the next song too, I wanted to wish Molly a happy birthday.
Oh,
Our
Molly.
lovely Molly. It was her birthday yesterday, and they all came to see me at my Asbury Park gig at Homesick, a great newer restaurant there, and it was a blast. So happy birthday, Molly, and everyone else having a birthday around now. I forget who else. I'm forgetting. But anyway, we have Ernest back to do this wonderful song. God, you're going to like these last couple songs.
This is from the movies, right? This is a movie song, correct?
Well, it's I forget what movie it was in, though.
I thought it was. But anyway, this is a great song. I love this song because this is one you turn on Seriously Sinatra and it pops up every now and then.
Yep. And this is one that Elvis had a
Yes.
big, was known for singing too,
Yes,
and Judy
absolutely.
Garland and Shirley Bassey
Yes.
and Ernest Torres.
Well, now Ernest Torres. Go
All
ahead.
right, here you go.
What now, my love? Now that you left me, how can I live through another day? Watching my dreams turn into ashes, and all my hopes into bits of clay. Once I could see, once I could feel. Now I am numb, I've become unreal. I walk the night the sea should be. But now, my love, now that you're gone, I'd be a fool to go on and on. No one would care, no one would cry. I'd be a fool if I should die. What now, my love? Now there is nothing, only my last goodbye. Only my last goodbye.
Yay, Ernest Torres. What now, my
Great
love?
song. New song for you.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Thank
You
Yeah,
know,
I
it
think
wasn't-
you'll be hearing Ernest do that on Friday night.
I hope so. There wasn't. I wasn't think. I got lost in my head. It wasn't about a movie. This was the one that Sonny and Cher had a big hit with. It was number 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, on the U.S. Top 100. 13.
Sonny and Cher,
Sonny and Cher had a
really?
big, yeah, big hit for them. Thank you, Ernest.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here
Wow.
tonight.
Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. We want to thank Christian, too, before I forget.
Yes, we do.
Hi, Christian.
Hey, Christian.
Thanks for being with us tonight. You
There
having
you
fun?
are.
I am. I've got two computers going on. It's a little stressed, but we're good. We're good.
Little kind of internet connectivity issues tonight.
I don't know. It was suddenly like the whole show was in the middle of a strobe light. We were in a rave. I have no idea, but we're good
Yeah,
now.
with the music of Carl Sigmund. What
with
a
the,
rave.
with the music, yes, raving to the music of Carl Sigmund.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you're still with us.
Yes. Thanks, guys. Having fun.
Thanks for being with
Thank
us
you.
week after week. You're the best.
Appreciate it.
Now, hi, Mary Duncan. Good to see you out there as well.
Oh, nice.
We are going to do this next song while.
Our next singer gets.
Yeah, I
set
didn't
up.
want to miss doing this song. This is another great song from the. I want to say, yeah, this is more like really the '60s.
Yeah, well, the original was from
No,
1912. You know, it's
50s.
so funny. The original's from 1912, but it became a
Yeah.
song in 1951. And I know it's the 50s because when I was in elementary school, we did like a salute to the 50s, and somebody sang this. And it's salute.
I love this. I love that you're going to do this. This was one I really hated to overlook
In the
doing tonight,
70s.
and so here you go.
Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. All in the wonderful game that we know as love. You have words within, and your future's looking dim, but those things your heart can rise above. Once in a while he won't call, but it's all in the game. Soon he'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet, and he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away. and your future's looking dim. But these things your heart can rise above. Once in a while he won't call, but it's all in the game. Soon he'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet, and he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away.
All right. Was that Lenny Welsh? Why do I want to say Lenny Welsh rings a bell? I think that was the hit, right? Somebody's going to write that in.
Somebody
Hi, Eileen. I have Aileen and Eileen here tonight.
Nice. Hey,
And
guys.
Kathy Mestman. Yeah, I love that song. Thanks for doing that, Michael.
welcome.
Good song. All right. So we're moving along. We have 2 songs left in our
do.
wonderful. I can't believe we got so many songs into this one show.
You put me to work today.
I did.
Yeah.
And I'm thrilled about this next song because I played this back on the piano when it first came out.
I love this, and there's a story behind this song. So
I wore this out.
Arthur Hillier was the director of the movie Love Story, and they got Carl Sigmund to do a song for the Love Story, and so they pulled up this melody. They liked the melody, but they hated the lyric. He said, "I hate the lyric. It doesn't work. Go home, try something new." So he went home to his wife and he said, he hates it. I mean, where do I begin? Totally true story. And his wife said, "I think you found the lyric." So it's because Arthur Hillier threw out the old lyric that we have this song. And here to sing it, Eva Guasconi. Thank you.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love he brings to me. Where do I start? Like a summer rain that cools the pavement with a patent leather shine. He came into my life and made the living fine, and gave a meaning to this empty world of mine. He fills my heart. He fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely with him alone. Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand, it's always there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answers now, but this much I can say. I'm going to need him till the stars all burn away, and he'll be there. fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely. With him along, who could be lonely? I reach for his hand, it's always there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answers now, but this much I can say. I'm going to need him till the stars all burn away. And he'll be there.
Wow, Eva, gorgeous. I love that song for you.
I love this song. I love this song so much. Shirley Bassey. I love this song so much. And to George, we just had our 6th year anniversary, so our love story. And thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Eva.
you.
Oh,
I knew you were
fabulous.
going to
Thank
do
you
great
so
on
much.
that, so I love it. Everybody loves you. Everybody
Great
loves that
song.
song too.
It's a great song.
Well, it's just that it's that time. It's time for our last song, which means it is technically what, Michelle?
It's
what is it called
it's like
right now?
Michael times 4.
It is called Michael Time.
Just rinse and repeat.
Thank you for working on all those video things, Michael, and putting them together.
You're welcome.
You didn't have to do any green screen stuff
No,
this time.
I didn't. We just had the green chair.
We have Leslie in the green chair.
Michael times
Leslie
times 4.
can never get rid of that green chair.
What's it times 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, times 5 actually.
What?
There's Michael times 5 tonight.
Okay. That's not
Just-
so bad. Well, yeah. Yeah, it is. So,
There you go.
but it was Bob times 12. So
I know.
13, including
it is.
the-
It is
the
Bob
medley.
Egan and Friends. Emphasis on Bob Egan.
Michael's time. Michelle says times 4, but I think it was 5. 1, 2,
Day in the Life of the Fool.
3,
Arrivederci Roma.
4. This is 5.
Yeah, this is 5. The
All
Road We
right.
Knew.
Anyway, Nat King Cole. This was a huge hit
Yes.
for Nat King Cole.
Big hit for Nat King Cole, and I
And,
actually really love this song.
So I hope you enjoyed this collection of songs as much as I did. The melodies on all these songs are so phenomenal, and then to marry those to these incredible lyrics. Thank you, Linda Jean, for suggesting this. It was a great idea. I love playing all these songs, and it's fun for me.
There you go.
So, all right, Michael.
Answer me, oh my love, just what sin have I been guilty of? Tell me how I came to lose your love. Please answer me, my love. You were mine yesterday. I believe that love was here to stay. Won't you tell me where I've gone astray? Please answer me, my love. If you're happier without me, I'll try not to care. But if you still think about me, please listen to my prayer. You must know I've been true. Won't you say that we can start anew? In my sorrow now I turn to you. Please answer me, my love. If you're happier without me, I'll try not to care. But if you still think about me, please listen to my prayer. You must know I've been true. Won't you say that we can start anew? In my sorrow now I turn to you. Please answer me, my love. Answer me, my love. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you, Eva and Ernest,
Ernest,
for
yes,
Ernie
thank you
for
so
being
much.
here.
Is Black Turtle
Hi, Kathy Brzezinski. I see her out there too. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate this great music, and we'll see you next week for Stephen Sondheim.
Ooh.
Have
Thanks,
a great
guys.
week, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Take care.